Good evening, friends. I am Srinivasan Vasudevan. I welcome you all in this AICET sponsored Pragna Gate scheme for SC/ST students organized by Balapur Institute of Technology. Today is our fourth session, and in this session, we'll be seeing the topics of uh, profit and loss. So profit and loss is one of the important topics in which we are going to see profit and loss partnerships on average. So basic terminologies of profit and loss. So what are the basic terminologies of profit and loss? So first we'll be going with that. So any whenever we get into yeah. So when we get a profit or a loss, so when we get a profit or loss, so in that case, we can say it as whenever we are purchasing a product and selling it, finally we can take whether it is a profit or loss. Whenever we are trying to purchase a product, that is said to be as cost price. And whenever we are selling a product, that is said to be as selling price. So when will we get profit in this transaction? Buying a product and selling it, when will we get profit? So we get profit only if our cost price is less than the selling price. So in such cases, we'll be getting the profit. So how do you guys calculate profit here? So profit can be calculated through like this. So profit is nothing but selling price minus cost price. Yeah. So when will we get loss in this transaction? So in this cost price and selling price, whenever we are having the cost price greater and selling price less, so in such cases we will be getting it as a loss. So when we are trying to calculate the loss value, so it is always like cost price minus selling price. And how do you calculate profit percentage? So for any value, if you want to calculate percentage can be given by required value in the numerator out of compared value into 100. This will always give me the profit percentage. So in this case, what is my required percentage? So profit percentage. So required value is profit. So that will be in the numerator out of compared value. So with which value should you compare it? Between the cost price and selling price, we are investing a particular amount and that value is said to be as cost price. So in that scenario, we take that as the cost price. So that is what we are always going to compare it with, and into 100 will give you the value of it. And so this is how you will be calculating the profit percentage. And how do you calculate loss percentage? Loss percentage is given by loss out of cost price into 100. So this will give you the loss percentage. Fine. So how can they other what are the other types of questions they can ask you based on this? For example, in this transaction, I'm trying to give you a cost price as 100 rupees, and want a profit percentage of 10 percentage in this. So can I ask you what should be my selling price? Is they can ask you. So how do you calculate the selling price based on the cost price and profit? So selling price can be calculated through cost price plus profit value. But the problem is if they say it as 100 rupees the cost price and 10 rupees as profit, when you add it, you will get it as selling price. But the problem here is profit percentage they have provided. So how do you calculate in that case? So the selling price for this can be calculated like this: cost price plus that profit percentage of that cost price should be added, so that it will be like it will give you the selling price. Either you can be calculating like this, or else selling price can be calculated by taking the common cost price outside of it, which is like we say it as 100 plus that profit percentage divided by 100 if you calculate it. So likewise also you can able to calculate the selling price of the product. But instead of this profit 10 percentage, if someone has given you a loss of 10 percentage, in such cases how do you do it? So instead of profit, if it's a loss, so whenever it is a profit, we say it as we add that particular percentage. Whenever it is a loss, we subtract that particular percentage. So the formula becomes selling price is equal to cost price into 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100. So that is how it is being calculated here. Yeah, hope you are getting this. And similarly, so the from this case we can say this 10 percentage of 100 is going to be like 10 rupees. So my selling price is going to be like 110 rupees. Perfect. So that is how you will be calculating it. Perfect, guys. Can I ask the question in a vice versa manner? It's the same question, but in a little bit vice versa manner. So in my question, what they were saying is, I sold a product at a profit of 10 percentage, and my selling price is 110 rupees. So what should have been my cost price? Can they ask such questions? Yes, absolutely. So in such cases, so when I want selling price, what I did is like I added 10 percentage to it, so I got a selling price as 110 rupees. When I want the cost price, so if I try to reduce this 10 percentage of the profit, will I get my cost price? Yeah, we check it. So 10 percentage of this is going to be like 11 rupees. And in that case, you will be getting it as only 99 rupees, not the original 100. So this is not how you do it. So whenever a particular percentage of value is being added, the same percentage will not be reduced to get the original value itself. So this we would have seen in percentages. So that same logic will not be applying over here. So instead of that, how is applicable and how is it possible or calculated? So in this case, what we can do is like same thing. So with the cost price and profit percentage is given, you can able to calculate the selling price here. So little bit vice versa. So in this case, I need the cost price. So my selling price and profit percentage is being given. So I try to cross this value. So I try to keep cost price on one side, on all the other values on the other side. So cost price is equal to selling price. Uh, when I'm crossing this, the denominator 100 value comes to the top, divided by, and this 100 plus profit percentage and minus loss percentage will be coming to the bottom. So this is how the values will be here. Yeah. So either they can ask you with cost price or with selling price. So both this process is applicable. Yeah. And all these formulas you would have seen from your school times itself. So this is not anything new to you guys. So it is just a recalling part. But in real time, is it going to be like this? In our real time buying a product and selling a product, is it going to be just like this? So we will be adding up with a few little terms on this. So based on that, we'll be solving the problems. So whenever we are purchasing a product, we say it as cost price, and whenever we are saying it as selling a product, so that is called as selling price. And for example, I am purchasing a shirt. Assume it like this. So I purchase a shirt for 500 rupees, and I want to sell this shirt for 1000 rupees. Can I go to the customer? For example, think that you are a shop owner. You are purchasing a shirt for 500 rupees and you just want to sell this product for 1000 rupees. How do you do it? So in this case, you can't directly go to the customer and say that, sir, I purchased it for 500 rupees. Please get it from me at a selling price of 1000 rupees. That is quite not possible. You guys itself know it very well. So in that case, what we are going to do is quite simple. So we purchased it for 500 rupees. This cost price will not even be shown to the customer. So what will be shown to the customer? So whenever a customer comes into your shop, so he will be always looking at something called as marked price, or we say it as tag price. So market price or tag price, that will be shown to your customers. So for example, obviously the if you are a shopkeeper, you are not going to tag it 500 rupees. So the tag price will be like somewhat 2000 rupees. So what happens is like, obviously by looking at a shirt for 2000 rupees, the customer will not be happy to purchase it for same 2000 rupees. Instead of that, what they will be planning to do. So in that case, this customer is going to be like, they will be asking for a discount, or even if you itself giving a discount, and the customer will be very happy. So I am trying to plan a discount of 50 percentage. So this 50 percentage will be on which price? Is it going to be the on the marked or tagged price, or like cost price? So this is always going to be based on the market price. So 50 percentage of the market price will be calculated. So in that case, it is 1000 rupees, and from 2000 rupees, 1000 discount is given me. So what is going to be the selling price? So selling price is going to be like 1000 rupees. This is how it has been working. So whenever you go for a shop, they will be giving you with a market price whatever product you are purchasing, and they will be giving you a discount value, and from that you will be purchasing the product for the selling price. Yeah. So what are the questions they can ask you in this? So if I'm the setting question, so can I give you the market price of the product? and I'll give you the discount percentage, and I'll be asking you question on this selling price. How do you calculate selling price? So this selling price can be calculated from what? So selling price will be like nothing but marked price minus discount. So as we have already seen here, it is discount percentage. So in that case, marked price minus discount percentage of the marked price. So discount percentage of the market price means, so if you taking market price outside of it, so it will be like market price into 100 minus discount percentage divided by 100. So selling price can be calculated by market price into 100 minus discount percentage in divided by 100. Be clear guys, in the previous cases, everything is based on the cost price. So we calculated with cost price. And in this case, what's happening is like everything is based on the market price. So we are keeping the market price, and based on that, we are trying to calculate it here. Yeah. So either this type of question can be asked, or else can I ask you the question in the reverse manner? So I will say that the product is sold for 1,000 rupees, and I gave a discount of 50 percentage. So what should be my tagged price or marked price? So in such cases, how do you answer it? So that can be calculated by, so selling price is given, discount percentage is given, marked price is asked. So how do we do it? So marked price is asked means, so marked price is going to be like, so we just cross multiply it. So it is like selling price. So this 100 in the bottom comes to the numerator. So it is like 100, and divide by numerator, when it cross multiplied, it becomes to the denominator. So it is like 100 minus discount percentage. So that is how it has been calculated, market price. And how do you calculate profit? So guys, so think of this scenario. 2000 rupees marked price product is being sold for a cost of 1000 rupees. Obviously, it is a way huge loss for the shopkeeper, and if you are a shopkeeper, it is going to be a loss for you also. Are they running any charity that they should sell it for a loss to you guys, or loss to, if you are selling, you are paying it to the loss for the customers? Why should they do it so? Guys, whenever it is a profit value, we will not always check with the market price to that of the selling price. Instead of that, we will be always checking it with selling price and the cost price. So it is always the selling price to that of the cost price. So in that case, a 500 rupees product is being sold for 1000 rupees. So obviously it is going to be like profit. So in such case, so how do you calculate that profit? So profit is being calculated by selling price minus cost price. So how do you calculate profit percentage? So profit percentage is once again profit compared with the cost price and into 100. So this will give you the value of it. And this is the two new terms in which we coming across in this case. Yeah, so two new terms are like, So marked or tagged price, and other is like discount percentage. Yeah. So this were the two terms in which we are going to deal it here. So that's it, guys. So this will be the basics terminologies of profit and loss. So based on this, they will be asking you questions. So we'll be getting into the questions. So this will be your first question. I'll give you a minute time. Please look into the question carefully and read it, and try to solve it. What is the terms and what is the values means? Yeah. Uh, Good evening, Marjorie and Samruddhi. Yes, guys, what they have said here. So assume that you are going to a shop to buy a dress. You find the dress on the mannequin very attractive and wish to buy it. The tag price of the dress is rupees 5,400. You buy that dress at a special discount of 20% each. When you show that dress to your friend, he reveals that he was the one who designed that dress, and he sold it for to the shop for 1080 rupees. So from the shop owner's point of view, what is that? Be clear, guys. So first question, whatever they were asking here, you have to be answering based on shopkeeper's point of view, shop owner's point of view. Yeah. So what is this amount 1080 called? So the shop owner purchased the dress for what 1080 rupees. So that is called as his cost price. So what is this amount 5,400 called as? Be clear, the tag price of the dress is 5,400, and you buy dress at a discount of 20%, so it will be less than that. So this 5,400 is called as market price or we can say it as tag price. And the next one, what is the discount given? So discount is always given on which value? So based on this 5,400, which is like market price, they gave a special discount of 20 percentage. So in that case, 20 percentage of 5,400 is going to be like somewhere 20 percentage of 5,400. You will get it as rupees 1,080 as the discount value. So, what is the profit or loss incurred by the shop owner, shopkeeper? So, profit or loss incurred by the shopkeeper. So, in this case, based on which we will say it as profit or loss, it is going to be based on the cost price and selling price comparison. So, we know that cost price is going to be like 1,080 rupees. And what about the selling price? He gave a discount of 1,080 rupees. So what should be the selling price here? So selling price is nothing but this marked price minus discount. So in that case, 5,400 minus 1,080, it is going to be somewhat 4,320. And if I go for the selling price of 4,320, so this is going to be the larger value. So that is said to be as profit. So obviously he incurred a profit, and how much is the profit value? So if you are going for the difference between these two values, so you will get a profit value of 3,240. And what about the profit percentage? So profit percentage is given by 3,240 out of 1,080 into 100. You will get it as 300 percentage. So that is your answer for this one. Yeah, hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next question. Yeah, try to look into the question, and I'll give you a minute to understand it. And after that, based on that, I'll be asking you questions. So we'll be solving this problem. First, you give a minute to understand it. Yes, guys. So in this case, what we are asked is, so we are going to assume a value. For example, I am the owner of the ornament shop, and I am buying a diamond for ring for rupees 1 lakh. For example, I'm saying, so I'm buying a ring for 1 lakh. So what is your expected profit on the sales of that ring? So I want a profit of at least, can I make it as 50,000? So I want a profit of 50,000 rupees on it. So what should be my selling price? So it is going to be like somewhat 1,50,000. If you wish to give a discount of 20 percentage and still make the same profit, so what should be the market price? So they were asking for market price if I have given a discount of 20 percentage and still want to make the same profit. So how do I calculate the market price? So market price is given by selling price into 100 divided by 100 minus that discount percentage, right? So my selling price should have, or my market price should have been like what? 1,87,500. And from that, once again, I check it from your market price. If you give a discount of 20 percentage, so 20 percentage discount will be given on which value? So it is once again on this 18,000. Sorry, 1,87,500. So are you getting your selling price? Is if I try to give 20 percentage discount on this value, I'll get it as 37,500 as the discount value. So in such case, I'll be getting the selling price as 1,50,000. Yeah. So this is how your selling price is being sorry market price is being calculated. Yeah, hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next one, try to do this one, guys. I'll give you a minute. Please take a look into it. This guys, what are you saying here? Ram sells two flat for rupees 198 lakhs each. On one transaction, he loses 10 percentage. On the other transaction, he gains 10 percentage. What is his net profit or loss percentage? So be clear, guys. He sells two flat for 198 lakh each. They were particularly mentioning that. So in such case, I go for the first flat, second flat. So it is, we don't know the cost price. They have only particularly mentioned about the selling price. So this is like 198 and this is also like 198. And they were saying that in the transaction one, they got a loss of 10 percentage and which is like minus 10 percentage. In the other, they got a profit of 10 percentage. So profit or loss percentage is going to be like 10 percentages. So what is the net profit incurred? So whenever we are planning for net profit, so we will be always comparing it with the cost price and the selling price. So net selling price, if we try to add it, we'll get it as 396 lakhs. But what about this cost price? So how do you go for it? So cost price, so we know the selling price or the product, we know the profit or loss percentage. So from that we try to calculate the cost price of it. So cost price is being calculated by selling price into 100 divided by 100. If it's a profit percentage, we add that, and if it's a loss percentage, we subtract it. So obviously we ended up with this value. So in the first case, the cost price would have been like 220. So 220 out of 10 percentage loss, he would have sold at 198. And in the second one, 198 is the selling price, and he got a profit of 10 percentage, so it is like 180. Yeah, so we got the cost price of two products. So from this, if we go for the total cost price, so it is going to be where somewhere like 400. Yeah. So first one cost price is going to be like 220, and second one cost price is going to be like 180, and overall total cost price is going to be like 400, and overall selling price we calculated it is 396. So in this totally whether it's a profit or loss, so total cost price is 400, total selling price is 396. So if we go for overall cost or profit or loss, it is going to be just 4. And the profit or loss percentage is given by, so in this case it is going to be a loss because like cost price is greater than the selling price. So if you are going for the calculation of loss percentage, so loss percentage is given by 4 out of 400 into 100, and you will get it as 1 percentage. So either you can do the problem like this, or else the same problem can also be done in another method. So my selling price, whenever my selling price is same for two products, and one is at a profit percentage and other is at a loss percentage, and both of these percentages are equal. Be clear, both the selling prices are same, and one is at a profit percentage and another is at a loss percentage, and both these percentages are being same. So in such case, we will be always overall we will be end up with a loss percentage. So overall, it is going to be a loss percentage, and overall that loss percentage is given by. So we take it as profit or loss value, but square it divided by 100. That loss percentage value. So in this case, profit percentage is also 10 percentage, and loss percentage is also 10 percentage. So if you go for it, it is like 10 square divided by 100, and the value is going to be nothing but 1 percentage. So overall loss percentage is going to be nothing more than nothing but 1 percentage. So either you can calculate the problem based on the cost price and do it, or else based on the profit or loss percentage, you can do it by using the formula. Yeah, hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next question, please try to read the question and understand it. Based on that, we'll be trying to answer this question. So this is not a part of the question. So please try to avoid this. This guys. So in this problem, what are you saying? A dishonest shopkeeper prefers to sell his goods at a cost price, but gives only 800 grams instead of 1000 grams. What is his profit percentage? For example, I assume it like this. So that shopkeeper purchases 1,000 grams. So I don't know the value, so I assume the value as 1,000 rupees. He is telling that he is selling the product at same 1,000 rupees, but for how much gram he is selling? He should have sold it for 1,000 grams, but the problem now is he is only selling 800 grams. Yeah. So, but the problem is, so we don't know how much he is making a profit, because, like, he's saying 1,000 rupees he purchased, so yeah, 1,000 rupees only he is selling, but the gram is different. But whenever we are trying to calculate profit or loss, so whatever we purchase for that amount and whatever we are selling for that amount, we calculate. So what we do is, like, he is selling only 800 grams, not the 1,000 grams. So what we try to do is, like, for 800 grams, what is the cost price of it? So cost price is going to be somewhat like 800 rupees. So he purchased the product of 800 rupees, and he is trying to sell the same 800 grams for what? 1,000 rupees. So obviously it's a profit, and they have asked for profit percentage. So in that case, you will be going for, so total cost price is like 1,000 rupees. Actually, it is like 1,000 rupees. We try to take it, but for number of 800 grams packet sold, so it is going to be like 1,000 rupees. So selling price of one packet is like 1,000 rupees. So actual cost price, so total selling price is like 800,000. So it is like, so in this case, if we go for it, the profit is like 100, 200 rupees. And we always compare it with the cost price, which is like 800 rupees, and into 100 will give me the percentage of it. So it is going to be like 25 percentage. And from that, profit value is like 200. So total cost price is like 800. And this is like total selling price is 1,000. Yeah. So overall profit percentage is going to be like 25 percentage. Yeah, either you can assume or calculate the values, and based on that we can able to solve it, or else using a formula you can solve it. Whenever is a dishonest dealer, so the profit or loss percentage is given by error content out of original minus error content in the denominator and into 100. So what is the error content here? Error is like 200, and original is like 1,000 minus 200. So into 100, it is going to be like 200 out of 800 into 100. So it is going to be like 25 percentage. So 25 percentage is the loss. Sorry, profit for this guy. Since this, how can you say it as profit or loss? Since this value is in terms of plus, so I say it as profit. If it is in minus value, I would have mentioned it as lost value. So that is how it's been done. So this will be your first question, and it is quite simple and easy. So please do try it, and try to answer it fast. Yes, guys. In this case, what they're saying, telling, if the selling price of 10 articles is same as the cost price of 11 articles, find the gain percentage. Yeah. So, do I know the cost price of one article? I don't know. So, I try to keep it as 1 rupee. So, obviously, what is the cost price of 10 articles? It is going to be like 10 rupees. And what is the selling price of 10 articles? So if you can understand this line, selling price of 10 articles is same as the cost price of 11 articles, then the problem is over. So selling price of 10 articles, they were mentioning it as this is equivalent to the cost price of 11 articles. So what should have been the cost price of 11 articles? So it is going to be 11 rupees. So he purchased 10 articles for 10 rupees and he is selling 10 articles for how much? 11 rupees. So overall, it is a profit or loss. Obviously, it is a profit. And what is that profit percentage? So in this profit value is like 11 rupees he sold it and cost price is 10. So 1 rupees is the profit out of the cost price 10 rupees, and into 100 if you try to calculate you will get it as 10 percentage profit. Yeah, so from the answer option we'll be marking it as B option, 10 percentage. And how do we do it very much simpler? So think on this case. So while selling 10 articles, he got the cost price of 11 articles. So whenever a person purchases 10 articles, he can able to only sell 10 articles. Yeah. So he got the price of 10, 11 articles means, so that one article is the profit. So this one article is going to be his profit. So if you going for the profit percentage, so profit is one article and your cost is like what? How much articles? 10 articles. And into 100, you'll get it as 10 percentage profit. So once again, you will be going for the option as B option. And moving on for the next question. So this is quite easy and simple question. Please do look into it and answer it fast. I just give a minute for you to try it. Yes, guys, it is going to be quite easy and simple. So, an article worth of rupees 120 is sold for 145. So, in that case, this is the cost price and this is the selling price. So, what is the profit percentage? So, profit is given by uh, selling price minus cost price. So, overall, it is like 145 minus 120. So it is going to be nothing but 25. And the profit percentage they have asked, so it is going to be like profit out of the cost price into 100. So it is nothing but 25 out of 120 into 100. You will get it as something 20.83 percentage. And from the answer option, we'll be marking it as B option. So that will be your answer for this one, guys. And moving on for the next one, try to answer this one. So I'll give you a minute to read it, understand it, and then we'll try it. Yeah, guys, so hope you have read it. A man purchased a scooter for rupees 20,000. So this is going to be his cost price, and got it insured for 80 percentage of its value. And the scooter was totally destroyed in an accident, and the insurance company compensated him for 80 percentage of its claim. What is the loss suffered in percentages they have asked? So he purchased the scooter for 20,000, and this is going to be his cost price. And 20 percentage, sorry, only 80 percentage he got it insured. So if you try to calculate 80 percentage of this value, so it is going to be like 16,000. And the amount in which he claim is like, once again, 80 percentage of this insured value. So out of 16,000, 80 percentage, 80 percentage is only being insured means, so you'll be getting it as 12,800. So what is the loss suffered? So how much is the loss? First, we try to calculate. So from this 20,000 to that of 12,800, so the loss is going to be somewhat like 7,200. If you go for the loss percentage of it, so loss out of the cost price into 100, you'll be getting it as, so 7,200 out of 20,000 into 100, you'll be getting that value as 36 percentage. And from the answer option, you'll be marking it as B option. Yup. Hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next problem. Yeah, try to do it fast. I'll give you a minute to read it and understand. Yes, guys. So in this, we have already seen that whenever we are having the same selling price. So in this case, two articles are sold for 199 each, suffered a profit of 10% each on the first, while loss of 10% is incurred on the other. So one is at a profit percentage and other is at a loss percentage, and both of them are equal. So what will be the net profit or loss on the two transactions? So overall, we would have seen that. So it is going to be the loss percentage. And if you are going for the loss percentage, it is going to be like whatever may be the profit or loss value. So that particular percentage, square of it divided by 100. So in that case, it is like 10 square divided by 100. So overall, it is going to be like 1% loss. And from the answer option, it is like A option, loss of 1%. And I hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next set of problems. So next we'll be going with partnership. So what is partnership? Where do we use partnership? Whenever two or more number of persons are trying to run a business, then we will be going for partnership. So what are the types of partnerships we have? So in this the partnership, we can able to classify partnership as majorly four types of partnership, and that is what we will be seeing it one by one. For example, in the first case, there are two persons are there, A and B. Think that you and your friend, and you invested rupees 2000 and your friend invested rupees 1000. So this is your investment amount, and after 1 year you guys are getting a profit of 1200. So how do you guys split this profit? So how do you guys split this profit? So in the first case, here it is, you both are friends. So will you split this profit equally? Like 1200 is the profit. So it is like 600, 600 each. Will you split it like that? So not at all. How close your friends may be. So you will not be splitting it like this. So in that case, we will be going for a thing called as, first, it is only based on the investment. So we will be saying it as only based on investment. We try to go for the investment ratio. So investment ratio, if we go for, so it is going to be like 2 is to 1, 2000 and 1000. So your profit sharing ratio will be also 2 is to 1. So in that case, your profit value will be like, so out of this 1200, so we split it as two parts and one part, and one is for A and other is for B. B. So total 3x. So how do you solve this ratio? So 1x, 3x, 2x. So if you add it, it is going to be like 3x is equal to 1200, and you will get the x value is equal to 400. So that means A value is going to be somewhat 800 and B value is going to be somewhat 400. So in such case, a profit of A is like 800 and profit of B is going to be like 400. So that is how you will be splitting the profit in the first case. So first case is only based on the investment. Yeah. And going for the second one. For example, same you and your friend. So you invested 2000 rupees and started a business, but your friend, after 6 months, he joins the business with same 2000 rupees. At the end of year, you are getting a profit of same 1200. How do you split it? How do you split this profit? So in this case, in the previous case, your investment is different and your friend's investment is different. So what you did is like you split the profit on that profit sharing ratio. But in this case, the profit is sorry, the investment is same. So will you split it equally? No, not at all. Because the reason is it is not only about the investment, it is also about the time period. So time period means how many months he is in the business. I am in the business for start from the starting till the end. That is like complete 12 months. I am inside the business. But what about my friend? He joined the business after 6 months. That means he is in the business for only 6 months. So in that case, what we do is like we go for the profit sharing ratio based on the investment and time period. So it is like 2000 into 12. You will get it as 2400, 24,000, and 2000 into 6 months. So you'll be getting it as 12,000. So for this values, you try to go for the ratio. So it is going to be nothing but 2 is to 1 once again. So based on this ratio, once again, we try to split this profit. So this profit should be split in the ratio of 1 is to 2. So sorry, 2 is to 1. So 2x, 1x. So total 3 parts is equal to 1200. So x is going to be like 400. So if you try to solve it, you will get this value as 800 and this value as 400. So profit of A is going to be like 800 and profit of B is going to be like 400. So that is what your profit value in the case of two. Second one. So in the first case, it is only based on the investment. In the second case, it is based on the investment and time period. Yeah. So I'll be moving on for the third case. So hope you are clear with these two things. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. Yes, guys. Hope there is no doubt in the first two things. So I'll be going for the third type in the partnership. So third type in the partnership is nothing but, for example, uh, A and B, me and my friend. So I invested 2000, and my friend also invested same 2000, and we both started a business together. So I invested 2000, and my friend invested. Both of them invested 2000 and started a business. But what happens is after 6 months, he withdraws half of his value. He withdraws half of his value. So in such cases, how do you go for it? So in such case, what happens is like at the end of this, so you are at the end of the year, you are getting a profit of 1400. So how do you split this? So I invested 2000, and if I go for the time period, so the time period in which I have invested this 2000 is for 12 months. So while we are calculating the profit sharing ratio, it is like 2000 into 12 months. So 24K, so 24,000. And in the second case, what happens is like, so he invested this 2000 for the first 6 months. So it is like into 6 months. Half 2000. So what is the remaining value? So it is going to be only 1000 is inside it. So 1000 into 6 months. So it is like plus 6000. And if you add this, you'll get it as 24,000 here for A and 18,000 for here. And if you go for the ratio between these two, it is like 4:3. And this will be your profit sharing ratio. So based on this ratio, we try to split up between this two values. So if you go for 4:3, and you will get 7x value is equal to uh, 1400. So x value is going to be somewhat like 200. So that means 4x is like 800, and 3x is like 600. So profit of A is going to be nothing but 800, and the profit of B is nothing but 600. So that is how it's been calculated. So third type is going to be based on, so withdrawing in between or investing in between. I have mentioned that he is trying to invest after 6 months. In that case, how will we proceed? So after 6 months, he is investing half of the value means, so 1000 into 1000 will be added to that value, which is like 2000 plus 1000. So it is going to be 3000 for the next 6 months, and based on that, we'll have calculated the ratio for it. So that is how is the third type lies. And fourth one. So fourth type is, for example, me and my friend. Both of them invested 2000 and started doing a business. Be clear, me and my friend, both of them invested and started doing a business. But the problem is, due to some issues, my friend couldn't able to join me in the business. So in such case, he didn't withdraw the value, but he invested the value now. So he didn't withdraw it, but the value is in the business itself. And after an year, I'm only the person who is taking care of the complete business. And after 1 year, I am trying to. So after 1 year, we are getting a profit of 1,000 rupees. So how do we split it? So both of them invested 2,000 rupees, and both of their amount is in the business for same period of time. So will we split the profit equally? No, guys, not at all. We don't split the profits equally. Then how will you do it? So in this case, we say this person who is running the business as working partner, and the other person as sleeping partner. So whenever we are saying it as a profit, so after giving the working persons their salary, the remaining is said to be as profit. So in such case, whenever you are having a profit in this case, so A is continuously working, so A should be given as salary first, or a particular amount should be taken for his work out of it. For example, I'm trying to keep this value as somewhat 30 percentage of this. So 30 percentage of this is going to be like 300 rupees out of 1,000. So remaining value is said to be as 70 percentage in that based on their investment ratios. So what is their investment ratio? So it is nothing but 1 is to 1. So 1 is to 1 means so remaining value is like 70 percentage, which is 700. So we split that as equally, so which is like 350 and 350. So we get it as, so A will be receiving a profit of 350 and B will be receiving a profit of 350. So in such cases, if I go for A's profit, so A's profit will be like 300, this value as the salary for his work, and 350 for the profit sharing. So overall A will be receiving 650 rupees and B's profit will be like 350 rupees. So the amount in which he received here. Yeah. So this were the four different types of partnerships we have here. So whenever, so this is like working partner, this is the fourth type, and sleeping partner we say. Sometimes instead of working partner and sleeping partner, they will be saying it as they are spending the money for charity. So charity means whenever they say such things, so the amount in which you are spending, whatever profit you are getting, so first thing you have to do is provide it for charity. That is like instead of salary of A, so we'll be providing that much percentage will be provided for charity, and whatever is being left out or whatever is the remaining, so that will be splitted based on their investment. So that is how it works. Yeah. Hope you are getting it. And once again, to recall, so first type is just based on the investment we can able to do the partnership ratios, and second type is based on the investment and time period, and third type is based on withdrawing in between or investing in between, and fourth type is working partner and sleeping partner. So that is how it works. So all this four types, and I have already mentioned how to do the calculations part. So based on this, we will be moving on for the problems. So this will be your first problem. Please try to solve this problem. Please try to read it, understand it, and solve it. I'll give you a minute to understand this problem, then I'll be solving it. Yes, guys. Yeah. So what they're saying is like Divya and Ramya started a business. They both invested rupees 1 lakh each at the end of 6 months. Ramya predicted that the business will end up in a loss, and she withdrew rupees 60,000 and from the business. But at the end of the year, the business generated a profit of 34,000. What will be the profit share of each person? So initially they invested rupees 1 lakh each. So after that, at the end of 6 months, Ramya withdrew 60,000 and at the end of the year they got a profit of 34,000. So on this product of time and money invested by Divya. So Divya invested rupees 1 lakh and into, so this is going to be like time period. So time period is for 12 months. So it is like somewhere like 12 lakh. And some of the product of time and money invested by Ramya. So Ramya also invested 1 lakh, but this 1 lakh amount is for the first 6 months. So in that case, if I'm trying to multiply, it is going to be like 6 lakh. And after that, she withdrew 60,000 means. So how much amount is balance in the business? So it is just going to be like 40,000. And this is going to be there for the next 6 months. And in that case, if you try to multiply, you will be getting it as 2.4 lakh. And overall, if you try to add it out, so you'll be getting it as 8.4 lakh. So if you go for the profit sharing ratio, so it is nothing but 12 lakh to that of 8.4 lakh. So their profit sharing ratios are going to be like somewhat 10 is to 7 ratio. So this 34,000 should be splitted in the ratio of 10x and 7x. And if you add it, it is going to be like 17x. So 17x value is 34,000 means. So x value is going to be somewhat 2,000. So this 10x value is going to be like 20,000 and 7x value is going to be like 14,000. And if you go for it, so this profit sharing ratio will be like 20,000 to that of 14,000. So that is, so this is for Divya and this is for Ramya. So that is how it's been calculated for this one. Yeah, hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next one. So try this one, guys. So this is also based on the partnership, and this will be based on the fourth type of partnership as I have mentioned. So I'll give you a minute to read it, understand it, and solve it. Yes, guys. So what they were saying here, Anand and Babu invest in a business in the ratio 4 is to 3. If 2% of the total profit goes to the charity, and Anand's share is 854, what is Babu's share? So Anand and Babu. So I try to take it as A and B. Their investment ratio is 4:3. And out of the total profit, I don't know. So I try to take it as 100 percentage. Since they have used percentage in this, 2 percentage they have used. So 2 percentage goes to charity means how does that work? So this is like 2 percentage goes to charity. And as I have already mentioned, you guys, so whenever they say it as charity or trust or anything or whatever maybe, so that 2 percentage goes to charity means so remaining 98 percentage only will be shared over here. So remaining 98 percentage means so this will be split between A and B based on the ratio of their investment. So their A ratio of their investment is what? 4:3. So if you go and calculate four parts of this 98 percentage, you will be getting it as 56 percentage. And on the other hand, you will be getting it as 42 percentage. So that is how 98 percentage is being obtained. And in this case, we know that Anand share is what? 854. So this four parts is sorry, this 56 percentage is going to be so 56 percentage is going to be like 854. So what should be Babu's share? So which is like if you try to calculate somewhat, you will be getting it as 460.5. So that is the share. And from this, we can say so on share of profit in percentage. So if I go for it, it is going to be like 56 percentage, and Babu's share of percentage is like 42 percentage. And let the profit, let X be the total profit. So 56 percentage of X is going to be like 854. So from that we can calculate the X value. So if you try to calculate the X value, you will get it as overall 100 percentage as 1525, which is like 100 percentage. And obviously from that, if you try to calculate the percentage of a Babu, so it is going to be like 640.5. So that is the value of it. Yeah. So Babu's share in this is 640.5. So that is the value here. Yeah, try to answer this one fast in the chat, guys. So this is also going to be based on the investment. Yes, guys. This problem is quite easy and simple. So what they were saying here, A and B together invested rupees 18,000 in a business. So they invested 18,000 together, and their investment ratio is 4:5. So total value is going to be like somewhat 18,000. So this is their investment. And at the end of the year, they get a total profit of 2,700. What to find their profits? So other than their investment ratio or this, so they didn't mention anything. So whenever we are splitting the profit, so it is only based on both of them started the business. So it is only based on their investment ratio. We are going to split the profits. So in such case of this 2,700 will be split down in the ratio of 4:5. So 4:5, 4x and 5x. So this is going to be like 9x. So if you try to solve it, you will get the value of x as 300, and 4x is equal to 1200, and obviously 5x is equal to 1500. So overall, A's profit is 1200 and B's profit is 1500. So A value will be the A. So that is going to be the answer for this one. And hope you guys are getting this. And moving on for the next problem. Try to answer this one fast in the chats, guys. So this is also quite easy problem. Yes, guys. Answer for this. Moni started a business by investing rupees 80,000. And after 6 months, Mani joined him with a capital of 1,40,000. So this is after 6 months. If at the end of the year, the total profit is 37,500, finds Mani's profit in it. So whenever we are going for profit sharing ratio, I have already mentioned this is based on investment and time period. So 80,000 into 12 will be your value here. So just like 96k, and in the other case it is like into 6. So it is going to be like 84k. And if you go for the ratio between this two, 8:7. So this profit of 37,500 will be splitted in the ratio of 8:7. So overall 8x is to 7x, and 15x will be the value here. So if you try to get the value of it, so x value will be like 2,500, and if you try to solve it, so 8x value will be nothing but 20,000, and 7x value is like 17,500. So from that, what they have asked is what is money share of profit in it. So money share of profit. So value is like 17,500, and the value option is B. So B will be the answer for this one. And hope you guys are getting this clear. And if you have any doubts, so please let me know in the chats, so that in the upcoming classes we can able to solve the problems, and I can able to answer your doubts. Thank you guys. Have a great day.